Everything we did in this session has come into that one moment.
Because them doing that, they're buying into you. Because deprivation and finding problems gives them reason to change. As soon as you start talking about how great you are and your services and things like that, they just switch off instantly.
You know what? Can I do one right now?
Hello.
Hello, is this? Yeah, you're probably gonna hate me for this. It's actually a cold call. Perfect, Joe. Wow, this has been so valuable. So today I've got a very, very exciting video for you. I recently got cold calling coaching by one of my favorite YouTubers. His name is Joe. He has been cold calling for the last 3 years, and he's done over 460,000 calls. So if anyone knows what they're talking about, is him. And I recently had the pleasure to meet the guy and to get 1 hour of coaching from him, where he helped me to fix my no-show rates, he helped me to improve my script, he helped me to improve my delivery, and so much more. And I thought, why not share the value with the community? So in this video, you're gonna see him absolutely break down my process, show how he would improve it, and yeah, it's just a bunch of value from someone who's clearly an expert and knows what they're talking about. So I hope you find it useful. Go subscribe to Joe. I'll link his channel in the description. Go show him some love, and let's get straight into the video. Enjoy.
Tell me about your goals, Effatiri. What do you wanna achieve? What's the plan?
So to give you context, this is, I'm building an AI agency.
Okay.
We've got a business partner, and the two of us, we've been working together for over a year. And our last company, this is our second company together. Our
Wow.
last company, it went well, but it never scaled to the heights we wanted it to go. And I believe sales was the biggest bottleneck.
Okay.
We could do delivery, we could do marketing, but when it came down to actually sitting down and calling people, I was just terrified. And I would always hide behind LinkedIn, emails, and it just wasn't working. And I decided, look, I need to pick up the phone. So yeah, that's what I've been doing the last 3 months, I would say. And at the start, I was so bad. And I've got it's on my YouTube as well. It's funny. But I was really bad at the start. I was terrified. I was stuttering. I was getting rejected constantly, and I would take it personally. But I think I've come a bit of a distance. But when I watch, say, you, there's like another level which I can get
Okay.
to, which is why I'm on this call.
What's changed in the last few months? How have you overcome sort of that fear?
I think it's just more structure. I think before I was just winging it. I was just calling and hoping I could just flow with the conversation. I didn't really have a clear script. Or if I did have a script, I would be reading it and it was very robotic. But I think now I'm learning it's less about what you're saying, it's about the tonality, which is something I learned from you, something I learned from just people I've been watching online, is it's the tonality behind it. So that's the main thing I'm working on at the moment.
Good. And it sounds like things are improving.
Definitely improving, but I'm probably booking a meeting a day on average. But
Good.
I would want to take that to the 3 to 5 mark. I also
Yeah.
full volume. That's a meeting a day from probably about $25.
Wow.
I know if I increase it to say 100, 200, I can do a lot more. But that's another thing I'm struggling with, which is my cold call stamina. I can do
Okay.
5 clean and like I'm high energy, but then I hit 25 and I'm just like the quality just drops. And I'll get a simple objection that I've handled 100 times and I'll just be like, yeah, have a good day. Bye.
Why does it drop after 5 days despite getting a meeting within those 25 dials?
I think I spoke to someone about it and they said you need to take breaks. I think that's probably a big one, is that I wasn't really taking breaks. I would just sit here and say I'm not gonna get up until I have done say 50 dials. But I also think it's yeah, just I'm not sure your experience of this, but I feel cold call stamina might be something where because I've never really pushed past that threshold. It's like the gym. That's how I see it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that we are all unique
Hmm.
and different sort of uh, strategies of managing your stamina.
Mhm.
It can be applied for different people. So, for example, some people in the gym, it's like, there's this program Couch to 5K that
Mhm.
people do. First of all, they start um, running 500 meters, then 1,000 meters, then 1,500. They build it up over time. Some people like that. Others go, nope, I don't want to build it up. I just want to run 5K.
Mhm.
I don't care how slow it is. I'm going to run that and I'm not going to stop till I do it. But then the next time I do it, I'm going to hopefully just do it in slightly less time. So I think it's about finding out what style of almost progressive overload
Mhm.
works for you. Whether are you someone that's goal driven and says like, I think it's dangerous measuring time. First of all, saying I'm going to do it for 30 minutes.
Mhm.
You can do it that way. I think it's better if this resonates with you to set a conversation metric that you want a day, not a dial, but a conversation metric. And it might be say like, look, for the next week, I know that roughly I can get a meeting every 25 dials. And let's say, how many dials do you get from, how many conversations do you get from 25 dials?
I see my pickup rate is really high, and I don't
Wow.
know why. But I would probably say, on average, I would dial 25 times. I'll probably get 18 pickup.
Wow.
I'll probably, from that 18, two or three will be in a bad mood and won't let me pass the intro. Everyone else will at least let me pass the intro. And that's so let's say 15 genuine conversations. However, sometimes I'm the one who limits the conversation because they'll hit me with an objection and I just freeze and then I'm a bit like, ah yes, yeah, fine, see you later. Whereas, yeah, so I'll probably say high quality conversations, probably at least five, at least.
Five conversations. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And how long roughly did you say it takes to get the 25 dials?
I've got a lot quicker, I'll tell you that. Before I'll get a rejection, I'll sit there for 20 minutes
Uh,
and then do the next one. Well, I'll say to do 25, I can get that done in probably just over an hour.
Okay. So
Yeah.
an hour of time. See, you are living proof that this is not a quick fix. This just gets better over time as well. You've been going for 3 months, and it sounds like, but even before that, when you were doing it before, you were paralyzed before you even done it. But just things although it's not perfect, like you say, it is getting easier the more you do it. Like going to the gym, you kind of your brain just catches up with you the more you do it. Your belief follows your behavior. So at the end of the day, like I can tell you some different ways to some like different strategies and tactics to improve your stamina, but it might be the case for you that it'll just get easier the more you do it. It
Mm.
might be like you could either do if you're doing 1 hour, you could do maybe a block in the morning, a block in the afternoon with a walk or a gym session or something in between. And but set yourself the target. I wouldn't measure dials, I'd measure conversations. Say I'm gonna have 5 conversations.
Mhm.
I don't
Mhm.
care how long it takes. It might take me 10 minutes because the pickup rate's so good. But after I've done that, I get up and I go on and do something else with my day. But I'm going to do another 5 conversations later. And what I do is I actually tally them as I go along. So I'll have like a piece of paper in front of me. And at the top, I'll just, every time I have a conversation, I'll just do a tally there. Because it's a physical signal for me to know I've had a conversation. I know for this person that or this block of calling, I need to do 12 conversations. So
Mhm.
I can visually see that I'm one closer to it.
Mhm.
That is one way you could do it. Or another way might be go, do you know what? I've had 5 conversations today. Tomorrow, I'm going to push it out and do 6 conversations in this block.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I'm going to do 6 conversations for a few days. And then after them few days, I'm going to do 7 conversations a day and progress yourself that way. There's lots of different strategies you can do it. Me personally, I used to like having the breaks in between my blocks, but now I'm at a point where my stamina's good and my mind doesn't play tricks on me during the blocks, and I just want to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Have my conversation target, I hit that, and then that's done. And then I'll probably just go on to the next one and then the next one, and then I'll take a break. I like getting it out of the way in one go. But do any of what ones of those resonate with you? Any of them?
Definitely the conversations then. And it's funny you mention that now because that's something that I was reflecting on and thinking about. Because when dialing is the metric, you can play yourself almost. You can call
Yeah.
people you know are less likely to pick up. You can do different things. Whereas when it's conversations, you're guaranteed to at least get some sort of data. And what I'm realizing with cold calling is just data is the thing that's helping me to improve. So I really like the conversation then.
Yeah.
Is that what was the big thing for you? Like when you
Measuring conversations rather than dials,
yeah,
because I could fly through dials. I could call someone, let it ring out twice, put the phone down, move on to the next, and that doesn't mean anything.
yeah,
Speaking to someone on the phone, like I think the important thing with all these strategies though is the commitment you make to yourself to actually say, I'm going to stick to this no matter what. Because your
mhm.
brain will probably try and play tricks on you throughout and say, oh, well, do you know what? I've had four today. It's been a pretty good day. Or I got a meeting on my fourth. Do you know what? I'll call it there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're measuring the conversations, not the meetings, not the outcomes of things. The conversation is a metric, and you just have to make a promise to yourself. You're going to stick to that.
Mm.
Because the more you make that promise to yourself, the quicker your stamina catches up with you and your belief system that this is the habit that I'm sticking to on a daily basis. It's like going to the gym, isn't it? Commit to it 4 days a week. Oh, do you know what? I'm really not feeling it today. I'll just go tomorrow. And then you might actually go, fuck it, no, I'm actually going to go today. And
Yeah,
then you go, you have a great workout, and you go, I'm so glad I did it. I'm
exactly.
so glad I did it. I'm so glad I didn't take the shortcut.
Yeah.
So your mind will play tricks on you, and you just got to make
Yeah.
that promise to yourself and find that strategy that works for you.
Did you experience that when starting out? The say cold call stamina is what I'm calling it, or was it quite easy for you just to get into the rhythm
Well,
of things?
earlier on in my cold calling days, because I didn't have this process I stuck to, and that I didn't know the process inside out. Cold calling was a lot more taxing because I actually had to like really consciously use my brain on the call, and that's exhausting. Like, think, what am I going to say to this person? What question am I going to ask? What am I listening to in this from this what this person's saying? And that can be exhausting.
Yeah.
So, but the more you practice and the more things come habitual, the less you have to focus on certain things, and then the more they're just. It's like walking to the shops. It probably
Mm.
was exhausting when you're a kid and you're learning to do it, and you have to think in how your foot's placed. But just the more you do it, and then when things become habitual and your subconscious is doing it, it just becomes less exhausting. It's like long distance driving. When I first learned to drive a car, it probably would have been exhausting to drive 2 3 hours, but now it's just like I don't even think about it. I get in the car and do it. You get to a point eventually where you just get to the end of the day and you go, shit, I didn't use my brain all day.
Yeah.
It's like I just know this process inside out. I'm just going with the flow. There's no reluctance before picking up the phone. There's no exhaustion during the call blocks. And you just get to the end of the day and you're like, wow, I've done all my work and I can't even remember. It's like when you drive from A to B and you don't remember using your brain. But it takes a while to get there, and just consistent behaviors every single day. Just stick to them. Make sure you sleep
This
because
is a big one. Yeah.
cold calling is terrible when you don't sleep well, but it's the sleep that really helps you imprint it in your brain.
No, that's super helpful. I think that analogy of the driving that resonated. It's just doing it longer, I think. I think the more you do it, it's just like anything, as you said, the gym, progressive overload, it's just the more you do it, the easier it gets. So I think
Yes,
that would
yes,
have to be.
and look at strategies that you use in other areas of your life to help you commit to doing things, and apply those strategies to cold calling.
Yeah.
There are lots of different ways, like we've spoken about, that you can do it, but find the ones that work for you.
Mhm.
Whether it's a pre-call ritual beforehand, whether it's writing out what you're going to achieve in this, whether it's having a review at the end of each day and planning for the next day, whether it's just progressively overloading your conversations each day, just find the one and stick to it.
No, the review one is really helpful. I think that's something I need to do more. That's the reason I started recording it because I was like I just forget things that happen and there's no data. So when I started recording it, I can now watch that video back and say, ah, okay, cool. I should have done that better. Or in real time, I didn't know how to handle that objection, but now
Yeah,
listening back, it's like, ah, I should have just said that. So yeah, over time, it's definitely getting better.
good stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're living proof that it just time is the ultimate healer. If you're putting in the legwork,
Yeah.
it's it things do just improve. Okay, so when you say like sales. What I'm hearing is you've kind of working out a lot of your bottlenecks as you go along. You're consistent. You said sales was your bottleneck with your last business, but with this one, it's things are getting better, and you're consistently booking meetings. Sounds like on a daily basis.
Yeah.
What do you need help with?
It's the So when I say I'm booking meeting, I think a lot of people online do this and they cheat, which is why I love your content. Because people say they booked meetings, but doesn't mean the people showed up.
Okay.
Like I could call someone with no website right now and say, "Ah, I built your website," and like that's it. But I think I wasn't going into the pain tunnel, I think is what you call it,
Yep.
nearly enough. So there was no real urgency to be on that meeting. So as
Okay.
much as I was booking a meeting a day, I had literally, I think I probably went 20 calls in a row where no one showed up.
Okay.
Not a
So no
single person
shows.
showed. And
Okay.
ever since I started implementing your process, I've actually had people showing up to the call.
Okay.
And it's because they have more of a reason to show up. So
Sure.
I just think it's that side. The opener and the say problem statement. Problem statement can always be tweaked, but it's backed based on what I've done research into the market. I'm pretty sure it resonates. It's from the point of the call that is no longer structured that I struggle with.
When you say it's not structured, what do you mean?
So let's say the opener. I'm literally I take you on word for word. I hope you don't mind, but
So what capitalism is? It just nick what's out there. It's good. I love it. I nick my stuff from other people
I just love the
and
you.
remixed it to my own style.
I just love that you're probably gonna hate me for this line.
Yeah.
Like I tried all the other ones, and there's some other good ones, but that's my favorite one. So I don't overthink it. So I do that one. As I said, most people will hear me out past that point and will laugh. Then it's the problem statement that's structured in the sense I know what to expect them they're gonna say. They've given me 30 seconds, so a lot of times they're either silent or they go, yeah, makes sense, yeah, cool. And then I think it's from the point where it's not always so which of these two resonates most? I just get random things and I just get thrown off. I'm trying
Okay.
to think of a good example to give you. So yeah, someone yesterday they said something along the lines, yeah, no, I'm pretty covered. My brother has a similar company and he does this and does that. And it's like because I'm expecting them to say, oh yeah, either no, it doesn't resonate, or yes, it does. And then I'm expecting to say, okay, so of the two, which one resonates most? I just get thrown off. So I need to
Yeah.
be better at thinking on my feet. Yeah.
Better at thinking on your feet. Just with that specific brother does it example.
Yeah.
Those are ones you should probably avoid like the plague anyway, because if
Yeah.
someone's using their brother to help them do something, it is a very slim likelihood that they're going to switch to use you to do
Yeah.
it.
Good point.
So there are a few red herrings that just get thrown out at you that you just can't predict. But stick to the majorities and not the minorities. Our brain always cottons on to these one or two examples that happen that throw us off completely, and we're like, oh my God, what happens if that comes up again? Or I didn't know how to handle that there and then. But work within the majorities, and there's only a finite responses people will say. But in
Yeah.
order to find out these things and the challenges, what tell me a little bit more about your AI agency, what you're doing,
Mhm.
and then also tell me about the script that you're using.
Yeah, perfect. So we work with contractors, so plumbers, electricians,
Okay.
roofers, any type of contractor. Our core offer is we're helping them to rank higher on Google so they increase their visibility. So the core problem is a lot of them are great at what they do, they just have no visibility. They have no Google reviews, no online presence. So when new customers say type landscaper near me, they're not showing up. Obviously, if new customers can't find you, they're not going to call you, your business isn't going to grow. That's the core problem we're solving.
Yep.
And what was the other thing you asked, sir?
So yeah, that is perfect. So
Okay.
I think you were flowing into the next part about the script. So
Yeah,
you're an AI agency to help people rank higher on Google, and you're helping tradespeople businesses in the UK.
yeah.
Sure,
Any, look, yeah.
got it. And then the script you touched on visibility. Tell me a little bit more about. Run through the script, please.
I can run through it or I can share screen and just show you a video of me doing it live. Whatever's best for you.
Yeah, what would you prefer? Sure, either.
Cool. I'll just show you a video. I think it's better if
Yeah, yeah.
I can present it a certain way. But if you
Yeah,
do
because
it,
I think the script will be telling about a lot of the objections or things that are coming up afterwards.
yeah,
But I'm actually interested the fact that you're doing 25 dials a day, you're getting one meeting a day from about five conversations.
yeah,
That when someone comes to me with those sorts of numbers, my suggestion wouldn't be to change too much. It would just be to improve your calling stamina. Like I could give you tweaks to make to your script to try,
mhm.
but if your process isn't broken, don't fix it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the, as I said, the show rate was the big issue. That was the big red flag, which I was using a different script before,
Yep.
and that was booking at a similar rate, but no one was showing up.
Yeah, but that's improved now, you say.
It's improving, but it's not where I want it to be.
Okay, let's go through it then.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, can you see this?
Love it. Yes, I can.
I have the thing, so I can actually just go straight to the cool. Yes. Um,
Love the sunglasses.
as you see, that's what I do to make it fun, or I just get bored. Okay, yeah. So this is a random one. I promise I haven't picked this one out. I don't know if I book. I don't know if I don't, but you can hear it, yeah.
And this is your new script.
Yes, this is manuscript. Yeah.
Cool.
Can you hear it?
Yep.
Hello, is this Cozy Plumbing? Hi, who's speaking? Hi, mate. You're probably gonna hate me for this, but it's actually a cold call. Can I have 30 seconds or do you want to hang up? It's completely up to you. No, mate. I'm at work right now. Okay, no problem. Is there a better time to call you back? Probably not. Probably not. All right, no worries at all. Enjoy the sunshine, my friend. Cheers. See you later.
I like the tonality.
Okay, cool. Hello, is this Wacky Gardener? I love the name, by the way. But I'll be honest, this is a cold call. Can I have 30 seconds or do you want to hang up? Completely up to you. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we've just been able to work with landscapers across London, and we just keep seeing the same problem come up where typically they've been in business for years, have a lot of customers, but they've got no website and only a handful of reviews. So when potential customers search for landscapers on Google, they're not showing up, which obviously means you're not making as much money as you could be. But I don't know why. I just get the feeling you're probably gonna tell me you would hate to make more money and that none of that applies to you. Not really. It doesn't really bother me either way. So it doesn't really bother you. Why is that?
Good question.
To be honest, I don't know. At the moment, I'm just starting up, so it's more of a okay.
So he's giving you a little bit more information.
Okay, yeah. And how's it been starting up? Like, are you getting a lot of jobs right now and things going smoothly? Yeah, pretty much. It's gone better than what I thought it would go. Okay. Okay, and where's most of your jobs coming from right now? Is it like referrals, word of mouth? Word of mouth. Okay. So you're probably doing a good job, and then other people are telling their friends about you. Am I correct? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay. Well, again, as I said, I saw that you seem to be doing some good work. I didn't. I assumed you were just starting out. It getting like an online presence so you could get more customers something you would be against learning more about? No, not really. At the moment, I'm just seeing how it goes, and then I'm thinking in a couple of months of then trying to do like a website or something. Yeah. So okay,
What's made you decide to do that?
no. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because as soon as someone says that's almost what we call them is trigger lines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at doing this. I'm thinking about doing this. No, I do have that problem. Yeah, Google reviews are an issue. These are lines that they give us some bit of an insight, and there's probably um, pain or a problem or a reason underneath why they've said that, and we need to get that out of them. I'm probably gonna get a website in a few months. Oh, okay, oh, fair enough. What's made you decide to do that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then let's say if you're worried about the brother-in-law coming up, say, can I ask a weird question? A lot of landscapers tell me they've got brother-in-laws that can do it. Do you not have one? No, no, I don't have one. And
Yeah.
then you'll never hear that again on that call if you
Yeah.
do come. But they might say, yeah, actually, I've got brother-in-law who can do it. And then you go, sweet, on to the next. um, but Yeah, there must be a reason he's thinking about that, and we need to get that out of him because it could allude to the fact he's got a problem, he's foreseeing a problem coming up in the future, or that he's not being as honest as he is about the as
Mhm.
well he's doing about the recommendations and referrals.
Mm,
To be honest, you're a perfect example, Efeturi, of someone who's got very, very good tonality on the phone.
mm,
Like, although your script could be tightened up a bit,
mhm,
because you're so sincere with how you say things,
mm,
that makes up for the fact that you don't that that the script could be tightened up a little bit.
mhm,
And I think it's working well for you.
mm,
There was one point in there when you said something about an online presence.
mm,
I'd be careful about using terms like online presence.
mhm.
I don't know if anyone said this to you before. It's like phoning. It's like um, me telling you, "Oh, Efeturi, let's have a coaching session where I can teach you a systematic way to understand the psychological principles behind how to communicate with human beings, so you can 17 times your business
Mm.
in this transformational way." It's just using jargon for the sake of it.
Laugh. Yeah. Yeah.
Like you need to talk about real world things.
Mhm.
Like there's a lot of things that online presence is bucketed into, and it's like you
Yeah.
understand what online presence mean, but they might not. You're speaking um, in sort of two different languages.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's like your parent going to you, Effaturi, tidy your room. You go, okay, yeah. But let's say there's shit all over the floor, your bed's not made. Tidy your room's a big bucketed term,
Mhm.
and you might understand what they mean by tidy. So you go up and clear everything off your floor, but you don't make your bed. And then your parent goes to you, why didn't you tidy your room? And you go, I did tidy my room. No, but you didn't make your bed. Oh, I didn't realize that's what you meant by tidy your room. You be having conversations past each other when you're using terms that haven't been defined by one another.
Mhm.
Because online presence could mean social media, it could mean
Exactly.
things that you don't do or things they don't care about. So you just have to be really specific and
That's
really simple.
yeah. No, that's I really like that example. That's actually happened with my parents before. So spot on. You've done your market research.
I mean, I try just use examples that people have probably related to in their life because I mean, I think we've all been there. Okay, yeah. So I think you're right as well about thinking quicker on your feet.
Yeah.
Um, I think you've asked some very good questions, and you are getting there. And I think this will just come with practice.
Yeah.
It's Do you know the principle about going for no with your questions?
Vaguely, but please inform me.
So when we ask questions in a yes way,
Mm,
I'll give you another example in your real world.
mm,
Sitting on the sofa and your parent tells you to go tidy your room. You're there, you got the iPad in front of you, you're watching something, happy as Larry, and they go, Faturi, go tidy your room. You go, yeah, sure, mum. And you continue watching what you want. Your mum walks away. 10 minutes later, Faturi, I told you to tidy your room. Why haven't you done it? Yeah, I'm going to do it in a bit.
mm,
We have figured out that we can say yes to people to make them shut up
mm.
about when we really meant no. But we didn't say no, but yes, we just get them shut up. And it's called a counterfeit yes.
Okay.
All human beings do it. It's like when you meet your mate you haven't seen in 10 years. You just bump into like hit him in the streets. You have a nice 5-10 minute chat, catch up. Yeah, blah, 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 chit chat.
Mhm.
And oh, yeah, let's meet up soon. Oh, yeah, 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 that'd be well good. Yeah, 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 yeah. You both walk on off, get on with your lives. Don't communicate again.
Yeah.
In that moment, you probably knew in your head, nah, it's not going to happen. But you just say, yeah, 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 yeah. And it's called a counterfeit yes. It's a yes when it's meant no. So you'll get people lying to you by saying yes.
Mhm.
So we need to flip that around and say no because it helps us get to the truth. Because it's not a
Mhm.
counterfeit no. Granted, some people do sometimes lie to you when they say no, but they lie to you a lot less and they're more likely to correct you.
Mm.
So I'm guessing everything's perfect with how you find work. I'm guessing these referrals are feeding the business perfectly for you.
Mm.
No, no, no. I wouldn't say perfect. What do you mean? Not perfect. If we go for no, they correct you, and when they do that, you feel safe. The person feels safe and secure when they say no. But people have been conditioned to saying yes to salespeople. Um, One to get them to shut up, but just because salespeople always go for yes, go.
Mhm.
Okay, are you, Effaturi, are you over 30? Yes, I am. Oh, do you have a credit card? A credit card? Yes, I do. And then as you're kind of saying yes to the questions, you start feeling uncomfortable, but the salesperson's licking their lips because you're going down the yes funnel.
Mhm.
It's almost like, give me your wallet. But if you go for no and you let them tell you the truth, they feel a lot more comfortable on the phone and they're also more likely to tell you the truth.
Mhm.
Thoughts, questions on that?
It's great. It's great. Super, super valuable. It's now my favorite line in the whole script is the but I get the feeling you're probably gonna tell me. I just think that line is it probably does exactly what you just described. And I think
Yeah.
I need to do that more in the actual as I said, unstructured part of the coup is yeah, I think asking those type of questions, as you said, it gets the truth out.
Push it, yeah, but exactly. It's the same principle as I get the feeling you're going to tell me you don't relate to or recognize those things, going for no, and then getting them to correct you.
Yeah.
And it's you doing that and getting them to argue against you why you're wrong with your statement about everything being great about their business and them not needing to change. Because them doing that, they're buying into you.
Hmm.
But then after they tell you something that does actually help you out, like and they say, no, things obviously aren't perfect. What do you mean they're not perfect?
Hmm.
Well, we get work from furrows, but we could do with being busier. Okay, let me ask you, when you say busier, how much busier do you want to be?
Hmm.
And then start digging down, why aren't you busy enough? And then they'll start telling you, because deprivation and finding problems gives them reason to change. It
Hmm.
makes them actually feel the pain. And emotions and feelings are just emotion is energy in motion, is what it's short for. Energy in motion is just reason to change. It's so if you can get emotion out of them by finding their reasons, irrational reasons underneath about why they do want to change, they're more likely to firstly change and secondly meet with you.
Hmm.
And the more compelling the case, the more likely they are to show up to the meetings. That's why the pain tunnel is important because it grinds out, it starts helps you out because it helps you understand the problem better. But it's also getting them to get emotional about the problem they've got, so they're more likely to act on it.
Hmm. No, that's yeah, that's super valuable. And I think looking this, I'm so happy this is the call we reviewed because this is exactly what I've been talking about. This guy books in the end, spoiler alert, but he doesn't show up.
Okay.
So now watching it back, I can see why he doesn't show up because it was just like yeah. Like
Okay. Well, keep. Has the call finished?
no, it's not.
Okay. Let's keep playing it and see.
About it getting like an online presence. Okay, yeah, let's go from here. No, not really. At the moment, I'm just seeing how it goes, and then I'm thinking in a couple of months of then trying to do like a website or something. Yeah. So. Okay, no problem at all. Well, I guess I wouldn't mind an opportunity just to show you what it is specifically that we do. Again, all our customers actually get a website for free. So if the website is on your radar, then that's something we can handle for you free of charge. But I would love to show you the other things that we could do to probably speed up the process. I know you said you're just starting out. Is that something that would be worth a quick, say, 15-minute call where I could just walk you through it? Yeah, go for it. Okay, perfect. When will be a good time for you for that? Later today, if that's possible. Later today. Okay, what time today would be good? Um, just after 4. Just after 4. Okay, perfect. I have availability 4:15. Does that work? Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah. Okay, perfect. What was your name, by the way? Great to meet you. My name is Effaturu. Okay. Okay, so is there like an email I can send? It will be a meeting link if that's all right with you, just so I can share my screen and show you stuff. Does that work? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So what would be the best email for me to send that to?
Even just little things like that. You wouldn't have your laptop in front of you later, would you?
Mm.
No, I'll be there. No, I will do. Or no, I'm actually on site.
Hmm.
Yeah, sure. And the other thing is when he says I'm thinking about getting a website, it's like if someone's like I'm thinking about winning the lottery, doesn't mean I'm going to win it. or I'm thinking about winning the lottery. It doesn't mean I'm going to buy lottery tickets.
Yeah.
But if someone goes, why are you thinking about it? Oh, I'm just feeling lucky at the moment. I mean, last few months have been tight for cash, and then stuff starts dripping out, and you start feeling it a little bit more. And then once that's out in the open, that person's more likely to then actually act on it. I wouldn't waste your time meeting with someone that says, "Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a website," until you understand the reasons why they're thinking about getting it. Because these questions are also designed for you. It's it's to establish each. You're there to get to the truth and see if you can help someone. It's your job to make a judgment call as well, whether you think you genuinely can help them and whether their problems are actually big enough for you to want to do something about it.
Mhm.
So by asking these questions, it allows you to be positioned as an expert, see if you genuinely want to help this person.
Mhm.
And in doing that, with that mindset, you're actually positioned as like an equal person to them,
Yeah.
which does get conveyed to them.
Yeah. I definitely think the line of question, watching this back, gave me a lot of clarity, and hearing what you've said on top of that, I can see why this guy didn't show up.
Mm, yeah, you just got to dig, 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 and give them a way out as well. Go like at the end, like I don't know if you do it. In the second, you go, okay, what happens if you don't turn up later? What should I do?
Yeah, I need to start doing that more. Yeah.
Yeah, experience. I use a good one for tradies as well. Is saying, look, experience tells me tradies are very busy running around from site to site, quote to quote. Are you telling me you've got no quotes or nothing lined up later that's going to get in the way of this? No, there is something. Okay, well, why would we arrange to meet
No,
then?
but that's a great example. That's a great
Yeah.
example. Yeah, especially with the tradespeople, 100%.
Yeah, you got to think about all the things that could come up for this specific person that's going to
Yeah.
get in the way and deal with it there and then, bring it up there and then. And if they then do defend it and fight you against it, it's good because that means that they're probably going to tell the truth. No, of course I don't. No, I don't have anything later. No, I
Mhm.
wouldn't arrange to meet with you otherwise. Oh, right. Well, some people do. Would you be surprised being speaking to a lot of tradespeople? No, of course I wouldn't. We're known for being flakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, it's all around going for no, and then as soon as you get a trigger line, or like for example, I'm thinking about getting a website in a few months. As soon as you get that dig, just a simple question. What do you mean you're thinking about getting it? What's made you decide to think about getting it?
Hmm.
And dig for those motivations. Okay, well, do you not have a brother-in-law that could do it? No. Oh, well, anyone else you know, mates at the pub? No, no one else. Okay, so let me ask you this: if you were to get a website, what are you hoping to get out of that website?
Mm,
Well, we just want more leads. So what? Then if they go, well, I want an online presence. Brilliant. Okay, online presence. It can mean different things to different people. What do you mean by an online presence, sir? Because that means by different. It could be Facebook, could be Instagram. What does online presence mean to you? Well, I want a website that people can go to inquire through that have found me from Google.
mhm.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Let's pretend we could do that for you. Is there any reason you wouldn't invest 30, 45 minutes? Well, I wouldn't say 30, 45 minutes with tradespeople. I'd say 15, 20 minutes
Yeah. Yeah.
in a chat to explore this further.
How you just broke it down. Yeah. Yeah. That's again line of question. I knew that was my biggest issue because, as I said, the opener. Yeah, some people aren't in the mood. As we just saw that guy I was like, nah, I'm never in the mood for it. Cool. The actual problem statement itself, I know resonates with the right person, but it was always the when it's not structured. Oh yeah, tell me more about that. And as you, I think you alluded to it earlier, where your mind is thinking, oh wait, what should I be saying? But at the same time, you're trying to listen to what they're saying, and
Yeah.
that's something I'm trying to definitely improve.
It's dig, dig, dig. It's not about you, it's about them.
Mm,
You just got to keep asking them questions about them and their world, because they're favorite topics themselves.
mm.
And they will start telling you all about their problems, and that is good for you. As soon as you start talking about how great you are and your services
Yeah,
and things like that, they just switch off instantly
don't know why I
because
did.
they don't care. They're the main character in their own world.
I forgot I even did that in this school. I don't know why
You haven't done it very much. I've yeah. I think that this is considering you've been doing this properly for 3 months. I think you're in a really, really good place. And
Amazing.
I think that, yeah, tightening up the questions. I think you're getting a meeting a day. Your pickup rates, your show up rates improving. Are you sending texts or giving people calls just before the meetings to check they're turning up?
That's something I wasn't doing, but I've started to do it more. Is just text them, oh yeah, just wanted to confirm this is the right time. And we've also added a step where we send them something valuable as well in between. So it's like even if they book already, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, when I was preparing for the meeting, I found this about your company. I thought you might find it useful. We can go more into it on the call. And yeah, as I said, sharp rate's improving, but it's still not where I'd want it to be. If I had to quantify it, I'll probably say probably about the 40% mark. Right.
Okay.
No,
Okay. Well, a few things I do to improve your sharp rate.
yeah.
One, follow up beforehand. I would get on the phone with them and actually speak to them. Say, and again, we're going for no. Look, you probably don't remember me. We spoke the other day about X, Y, Z, and then reference in their words what they said. We've got a call at this time. Have things changed and you no longer wish to go ahead? No, 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 no. I'm still there. No, I want to go ahead.
Mhm.
Or they'll go, yeah, sorry, mate. I'm held up on site. Okay. Can I ask, is this a polite way of telling me to go away or do you want to reschedule? No,
Yeah.
no, no, I want to reschedule. I just can't do today anymore. Brilliant. No, you're not. At least then you've got something followed up. The other thing, I'm doing these in reverse order. Make sure you book them in when they're on the call.
Mhm.
And when you get their email, make sure it comes through whilst it's on their screen. And what I do is I take someone's email. Oh yeah, so we do the diary dance. Oh yeah, when works for you? Blah blah blah. I'm creating the calendar invite there and then, putting their email in, and then I'll go into one or two questions. Okay, so sir, on that call, so let's say I've then sent the request. Okay, just two more things before we go. On that call, I'm just going to ask you a number of questions to see if I can help you. If I don't think I can by the end, you wouldn't be uncomfortable if I told you no. No, of course I wouldn't. I like that. And likewise, you can tell me no as well. You sound like a straight up guy. Yeah, sure, of course I will. Okay. Oh, last thing. Have that has that meeting showed up in your inbox or has it got lost in the spam filter?
Mm.
Because it might be the case that some do get lost in spam.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might be the case they're there and they never intended on clicking on it. But when you actually call it out there and then go, oh yeah, let me just check now. Okay, cool. And they accept it there and then in front of you, and then it's in their calendar. That massively helps with show up rates. Follow ups do. And then also drilling down into the problems they've got on the call, finding out their motivations and disqualifying hard,
Mm.
pushing away. They're the three things I would do to improve your show up rates. Qualify, qualify, um, qualify.
Yeah. It just continues to qualify.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming you do the similar approach in the actual meeting itself as well. A lot of disqualifying, like, or is that completely different?
Yeah, very similar.
Okay.
Very, very similar. We're just digging, digging, digging. How
Mm.
big's the problem? How long's it been going on for? Why haven't you fixed it? Why couldn't your brother-in-law do it? Okay, what other agencies have you spoke to? Why didn't they work out? What would fast forward 6 months? What do you want to have achieved by then?
Mhm.
Okay, you want to achieve that in 6 months. Why can't you do that now, sir?
Mm.
Okay, why would you want to do something now? Why not wait 6 months? Oh no, I need to do it now. Oh, brilliant. Okay, cool. Asking these sorts of questions and digging and getting them to tell you how bad their life is and how much they need to do something.
Nah.
And if they can't justify how bad their life is and how like like how much they need to change, they're probably not going to part from their own cash.
Mm. No, that's yeah. Yeah, I think even the way it just comes to you like that, that's the level I need to get to.
It's just practice. It is literally practice. Anytime you get a chance around friend, family, business partner, just ask them questions.
Mm.
Just ask them the question. Listen to what they're saying and ask them the question that makes the most sense to ask. And every call you have that you think I should have asked a better question, go back and listen to it and understand what question you should have asked and start building up a big bank of all these different responses you're going to give when you hear certain things. And then you just end up having a massive mind map of all these questions.
Yeah,
And then it's just basically a script in your head. You just run on autopilot with all these different things you hear.
and that also fixes the stamina thing because you're not thinking about it constant,
Yeah. Do you think about walking every time you walk to the
yeah.
shops? No, because you've done it so many bloody times.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I noticed that from that specific video I was watching this morning, where like because you do the same literal
Yeah.
thing the
Yeah,
whole
exactly. Watch enough of my videos, you will just say you will see I do the same thing over and over again and have the same responses to the same questions.
time.
It's quite boring, actually.
It's so entertaining, and for me, it's
You,
so good. I love those videos.
exactly. And if someone can't come back and give me a response that I believe that means they have a problem, I will leave the call there and move on to the next person. So we just got to sort through the crap to find the ones that actually are pissed off, frustrated, and need help.
Yeah, yeah, and you only learn that by asking the right questions.
Hmm. Exactly. I volunteer on the Samaritan suicide hotline.
Mm,
And we went, when I started a few years ago, we went through like a detailed, um, like training program.
mm,
And the way that we've been taught to negotiate people out of suicide is exactly the same way that we cold call.
mm,
Um, empathize is it, you're not there to make statements and tell people how brilliant life is.
mm.
You're there to listen to them, empathize with them, and help them come up with the reasons why they shouldn't do it. And you do that through questioning. The only thing you don't do on the Samaritan's hotline is push away as hard and go for no all the time. You don't
Good.
tell them to go and
Yeah,
top themselves because,
yeah.
but everything else, open-ended questions.
Mm,
What's made you do that? How have you ended up here, sir? That sounds tough. That sounds really frustrating. Summarizing back what you've heard, all these questioning skills you do, it's been from their research they've done. It is the best way to negotiate someone out of ending their own life, which we're doing. We're negotiating someone to realize that they have a problem and they need help fixing it.
Wow, yeah. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Sorry, that got a bit deep.
No, it makes sense though. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Cool. Any questions?
No, it's actually been super valuable. I think you gave me the clarity I wanted on the line of questioning side of things. And I'm guessing objections is the same thing, just push for no. So if someone, for example, let me give you a common objection I get.
Sure.
So I'll say that same thing, and they go, "Yeah, mate, but I'm just booked out for like 6 months. Like I don't really need more jobs right now. I'm fine. I'm fine."
Oh, brilliant. Sounds like things couldn't be better.
Yeah, no, nothing could really be improved. Things are fine at the moment.
Things are fine. Got it. And I'm guessing you've never had a quiet patch in the past where things haven't been this good.
Uh, I have, but it's not been for a while.
Fair
Maybe
enough. Fair enough. Well, final question. What's changed since then? What have you done so differently?
just more referrals. More referrals have been coming in, and yeah, business has been growing. I'm just booked out for that 6 months.
Well, I'm guessing if it ain't broke, don't fix it then.
Yeah, I guess.
Yep, no plans to grow, no need for more work going forward.
Nah, nah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Brilliant. Well, I appreciate taking the call. We'll leave it there.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, yeah. Not
There's no
everyone.
point helping someone that's swamped with work and doesn't have an appetite to grow, that's managed to, through blood, sweat, and tears, managed to find a way around it. We just got to test it a few times
Yeah,
to see if it's true or not.
if it's the real objection.
Yeah, because genuinely, there are people out there who are doing well. Like, I'm happy as Larry with my mobile phone contract to pay about 10 quid a month. There's nothing anyone could do to make me change unless something started going seriously wrong with it. No cold caller could ring me up and give me, even if they offered me something for free, I wouldn't believe them
Yeah,
because I don't have any problems with this, and this is 10 quid, and the hassle of changing is actually more expensive than in time than it is saving myself a tenner a month.
yeah. Yeah, so it's just accepted not everyone's a good fit. I think that was a big thing I struggled with at the start as well. Because I'll be like, if they didn't book,
Yeah.
my fault.
And that is a big thing that affects a lot of people with their cold calling stamina is they take the rejections personally. They think that they're being rejected rather than the fact that this person just might not need what they have. I've realized all my job is to do is to try and get to the truth to see if I can help people. And in order to do that, you get a lot of no's.
Mm.
And that's okay. I don't want to help someone that doesn't need helping. I want to find the ones that do. And that's the difference between outbound cold calling versus inbound channels. Inbound, you get people approaching you with problems. Outbound, you've got to sort through to find the people who have the problems.
Mm.
And it takes a lot of no's to get the yeses. If it was the case that 50% of people said yes, it wouldn't be such a valuable sought after skill. It would be so easy to do because people wouldn't be beating themselves up that things aren't going well,
Mm.
so they think. But when you understand that most people out there are doing okay, and that's okay, or most people don't want to tell you the truth and they want to continue suffering, but
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
my problem. I'm doing fine.
that's their problem.
Yeah.
No, it's very true what you said about inbound and outbound. I used to be an inbound appointment setter.
Yeah.
So like I've have experience doing inbound, and I was thinking, oh, I miss inbound, but
Yeah.
outbound it's just a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, the difference with what outbound is you're going out to actually qualify people. Inbound, people are approaching you. You've still got to qualify because you still do get some tat.
Yeah,
You get people who never have any intent. You don't know their real intention for calling you.
yeah,
It could be to steal loads of information. They could be lonely, could want to chat. They could have no money at all.
yeah.
They could just be window shoppers. But you have people approaching you and you've got to sort through them. But when you go outbound, you can actually sort through that tat yourself.
Mm.
But you feel like an interrupting someone that's busy, take rejection personally, think it's they're rejecting you. But I've been doing that. I've made over 500,000 cold calls and I haven't died yet from the amount of rejection I've got.
Yeah,
You haven't either in the last 3 months.
I've only got stronger.
Can
Yeah,
you remember a cold call in the last month? Well, not in the last month, from 2 months ago. Can you remember a cold call that ruined you?
only because I recorded it.
Yeah, but from memory right now, can you
Oh, from
remember?
memory, no. No.
Exactly. In the moment, it feels like the most important thing and it feels horrible.
Yeah.
Fast forward a month, it's the least important thing. I can't remember the cold calls or the meetings I booked last week, but I did book some. I don't
Mhm.
have a clue. I don't remember the good or the bad.
Yeah, yeah,
Each day's just a blank slate and we go again. Each call's a blank slate. But we have all this head trash that gets in our way at the moment, and that does just burn us down.
yeah,
But the more you do it, the more you realize none of it matters.
yeah. No, it's just silencing that voice in your head. That's it.
It is.
That's it. Listen,
Cool. Closing thoughts. Anything else you want to cover before we wrap up?
no, not really, actually. I think this has been, yes, you've given me things to work on. Now I'm just gonna get dialing straight away. I'm just gonna, you know what? Can I do one right now?
Let's do it.
Yeah, why not? Let me
I
actually
love it.
got my list up, so let me just do one right now. What better way to improve?
See, I love it because you post your own YouTube videos. You're clearly a confident cold caller, so you don't get phased by anything, and it's brilliant.
I don't. That's the beauty of recording. Like recording it, the good, the bad, the ugly, it's all on camera. And that's why I decided to document it because like I didn't show you day one. It was not like that. But I think because people can see I've gone from there to there, that's what people resonate with. And it's also just great for me on those days where I'm like, I'm not doing well enough. I can go back and be like 2 months ago, mate. Like
Yeah, exactly.
I was
It's
looking back.
very hard to recognize the progress day to day or week to week, and you don't realize it being stuck in your own head. But when you go back and look at your progress over a longer period of time,
Yeah.
you look at yourself from 3 months ago, you're like, shit, I have changed quite a lot, haven't I?
Oh, yeah. Now, honestly, your videos keep them up though. Like they're so valuable. Like just watching someone doing it, it's like I now watch your videos, and before you ask the question, I'm like, what question would I ask?
It's good. It's good
Yeah.
practice.
Did I ask the same question that Joe asked? No, I didn't. Okay, and why not?
Yeah. And I mean, just to say I asked that question and you ask a different one doesn't mean to say your question's wrong.
Yeah, no,
It's about the response you get from the question. So you got to eventually you pick up on the ones that work for you, and it could be just based on how you deliver it.
Yeah,
and what suits your style, and then you find the ones that work and keep using those.
that's exactly it. That's exactly it. I need to also get. Do you have a dialer? I need to get one. I don't
I
know.
do. I have a parallel dialer, so
Okay.
I can call multiple people at a time.
Yeah.
But I'm just in the process of changing, as my one is just might be getting decommissioned because they've gone through a buyout. So I just need to just currently switching over. So I won't recommend their services until I've used because
Yeah, because
I
right
don't
now
know what they're
I'm
like.
manually typing it in, which
Yeah.
probably why I'm only on 25 as well. It's just going. It's like,
Yeah, I'd recommend getting a just yeah, like a basic dialer first of all. Like a parallel dialer calls like five or six people at the same time and you get instant pickup rates.
yeah,
But the gap before that is just get a it's called a power dialer
yeah,
and they're about 20 30 quid a month and it
yeah,
calls through one number at a time, but it calls from the headset and it does save time because I when I first started out I was calling from the mobile phone and it's the typing. But
yeah.
again, it's one of those habits. I guarantee you probably do that on autopilot now without thinking about
Oh, yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
But that's just a habit that you've built from doing it day in, day out.
yeah. Nah, exactly that. Well, I've got the numbers typed in, so let's do it.
Let's do it.
If you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Hello, can you hear me?
Thanks. Please stay
So
on
I
the
will
line.
do for that one.
Love it.
Trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
Mister, I get pickups every time. What's going
Uh,
on? When it matters most, they don't want to.
I don't miss the days of manually dialing.
It's not ideal. I know it's definitely something I need to just sort out ASAP. Flow external plumbing. Cool. Have you found there's like a best time to cool as well? I wanted to ask you about that.
For your space,
Yeah, or just any like for your space even.
the best time to call is the time that you do it.
Yeah, no, that's why I always thought.
I think that the best time to call can be a form of procrastination
Yeah,
that people are just trying to, it's like, it's trying to optimize for the sake of optimizing.
yeah,
The best time to call is there and now when you're doing it. Actually, the best time to call was 5, 10 years ago. The second best time to call is now. Like, um, yeah, you just got to get started. You just got to do it
yeah,
and set yourself a non-negotiable of a time to do every single day. However, that being said, when you're speaking to contractors and tradesmen, they're quite often on the jobs during the day. They usually work 7, 8 o'clock till about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I find when I've called into trades, the afternoon, like 2 o'clock onwards, is fantastic for pickup rates because they're on the way home,
yeah,
they're in the pub, they're doing their admin for the rest of the day. But when you have conversations with them in the middle of the day, like you can have conversations whilst people are on the job, but there are some people that just won't speak to you because they're like, I'm just work at the moment.
yeah,
Call me later.
yeah.
Does that echo with your experience?
Exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
The best time for pickup rate for me is 3 to 5 p.m.
Yeah, I'd either do that or I'd do it when they're on the way in the morning because they're all up early. I never know a tradesman that has a lay in.
True,
Do it when they're
true,
half
true,
seven. They've got coffee in their belly and they're buzzing for the day.
true, true. No, I might try early morning. But yeah, typically 3 to 5 is just my best slot.
Yeah,
And it also aligns with, I like what you said, the best time to call is the time you do it. It aligns with me as well.
yeah,
My favorite time I'm someone I don't like speaking to people in the morning, typically.
yeah. Because the problem is if you set yourself, okay, this is the best time to call,
Yeah,
and then you get nothing from that session, you're like, fuck.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it must be me. It must be something wrong. But you
exactly.
do just have days when you just don't get meetings, and that's okay. And it's sometimes you can call at the best time to call and still get nothing out of it. Like,
No, exactly. Exactly that. I'm conscious you gotta go, so let me just call this one, and if they don't pick up, then we'll leave it.
Hello,
Hello, is this?
speaking.
Yeah, you're probably gonna hate me for this. It's actually a cold call. Can I have
Okay.
30 seconds or do you want to hang up? Appreciate it. Let me have 30 seconds. If it's not relevant, you can hang up, yeah? Perfect. Yeah, so the reason I was giving you a call is we've been doing some work with plumbers across London, and we keep seeing the same problem come up. Where typically they've been in business for years, they have a lot of happy customers, but they have less Google reviews than other plumbers in the area. So
Yeah, I'm
when
not too
potential,
bad, bro. I don't really get my work from that side of things, mate, if I'm honest with you, bro.
How do
okay,
you get your work?
where do you get your work from then?
The industry. So, like, my work comes to me, if I'm honest.
Your work comes to you.
Much, mate.
So it's mainly referrals, word of mouth then.
It's just the industry that we're in, like care home industry, so they sort of pass their details around quite a lot. So
Okay,
we don't really rely on Google.
okay. And are you looking to get more of those type of jobs at the moment?
Not really, mate, if I'm honest.
Okay, well, it sounds to me that business is going perfectly. Okay, perfect. Thanks a lot. Well, have a great one. See you later.
Exactly. Happy as a pig in shit.
Did I give up too easily? What do you
No,
think?
you asked him two questions. I mean, the only one we said, "Are you getting a lot of that work at the moment?" He would give you a quick, yeah, yeah. So, uh, you went, "Are you looking to get more of that work at the moment?"
Oh, that's a
So
yes.
I imagine you're so fully booked and you don't need any more of that kind of work. You're not looking for any more of that kind of work. Just flip it on its head to a no question,
Yeah.
because otherwise they'll just give you a yeah,
See, yeah.
or they'll go no.
Everything we did in this session has come into that one moment. So now I can remember that.
Mate, your tone is phenomenal on the phone.
Right,
You'll get that stamina up. Your script's sounding good. Um, only thing I might say about your script is if you want me to critique it slightly,
yes.
don't necessarily compare their reviews to other plumbers in the area because
Yeah.
they might feel like their ego's being attacked a bit, and they might not like to say that they do a lot of great work for customers, but customers scream and shout to their face and say how great they are, but then they don't seem to leave reviews.
Mm,
It's frustrating because I blame the customers.
I like that. No, I
Because if you say that they haven't got as many reviews as other tradespeople in the area, it can sort of, they might think, well, nah, mate, we're the best. Doesn't matter about anything like that. But if you kind of just put the blame, look, customers always tell them how much of a great job they're doing, but when it comes to it, they don't seem to be getting as many reviews for them as they should be.
yeah. No, that's yeah. I really like that.
Because people get frustrated about customers, but they won't necessarily want to blame themselves for not having enough reviews.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point. And do you think it's an issue that I go in with that one specific thing, or do you think I should have and others? Because I did think of doing the and others thing, but I was thinking, what is I felt like I was forcing things in because of that.
If it works,
Yeah.
keep doing that.
Okay.
If not, add another pain point that sort of relates to it, that just flows from it. Others are do you guys do other kinds of automation for them?
Yeah, we do missed call text back. So even the people who didn't pick up just there, that they're still good leads because now I can go back and I can say, look, you missed my call. I could have been a customer.
Yes. So that one there, it would be about they go out and they do a lot of quotes and propose, or they're so busy running around on site that they often miss phone calls, which is frustrating. That can be a second pain point.
I think that's a great one actually. Yeah, because that is something we do offer.
Yeah. So do that.
Perfect, Joe. Well, this has been so valuable.